Hello and welcome back to a new Pace podcast. I'm your host, Lesley Andrew, and today we have a very special guest today who's here to talk all about crafts creativity. And it's very special because it's my lovely mum, Dorothy Andrew. So, hello, Mum. Hello, Dorothy.
Hi, Lesley. It's nice talking to you.
Hello. I know, nice to see you. Like, we don't normally do the online thing like this, do we? Because we might talk in person.
We just have a laugh. We usually
Yeah.
just laughing.
We spend a lot of time laughing. And
we like
even when it's not that funny, we laugh. Yeah. So we attempted to do this a few weeks ago on just sat together, but then the sound wasn't very good. So I'm really pleased that you've agreed to come on the podcast again. And so the idea is for us to be able to talk about crafts, art, creativity, and what that means to you. So crafty chat with Dorothy. So if you were to, when you think about your crafts, when you think about creativity, what's the first thing that comes to your mind when you're thinking about crafts?
I need to start thinking about making things for Halloween because it's not long.
Ooh.
Because last Halloween, everybody in the whole neighbourhood came round to my house because I made pumpkins and put sweets in them. So even the older children like that. So I think that's what I've got to think about doing, even if it's the same thing again. But
So that what's on your mind is that kind of the next thing, thinking about the seasons and thinking about.
Now I'm retired and I don't need to go to work. Sometimes I can be sitting there just watching television, but I can do crafts while I'm watching television.
And that's true.
I've been painting doors. All my doors seem to be dirty, and I've been painting all the doors in the house while watching television. It's quite good.
Yeah, it's handy, isn't it? Handy. So what are the sorts of things that you've been making?
I've been making pom-poms. I got a pom-pom maker. You can make pom-poms. Look, little pom-poms. Yeah.
Oh, it's got a face on as well.
Yeah, I thought that
hanging on a string.
Yeah, that'd be quite good to put in things. And I've been making stockings out of fur fabric.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so like a red Christmas stocking.
And other week, I made some cushions for outside.
Oh yeah.
And they were using up a piece of foam that we had for our dog.
Yeah.
The dog.
Oh yeah.
I've cut it up and made it into two cushions to go on the
seat
outside.
So what's that mean to have made that from Floridog's bed?
It just means that I can always know he's around. She's around.
Yeah.
I mean, she isn't, but we think about her when we're doing things like that. We were going to.
So we lost Florrie about 4 weeks ago or something like that.
I know. But she was poor.
Yeah.
She wasn't eating, she wasn't drinking, and really, we decided on the same day, yes, I think she needs to go.
Yeah, you kind of know, and it's a really difficult thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But then,
and it like
and when you've lost a dog, and after all this time, number of times you see people who've also lost the dog.
Yeah.
And they understand exactly what you're going through.
Yeah.
But I wasn't so sad because I knew she couldn't cope anymore.
Yeah. It's having that sadness to miss her whilst also sort of trusting that it's the right time.
Yeah.
Can be really hard, can't it? But we've got these cushions.
Yeah. And we're also going to make a painting, aren't we, of Flora?
Yeah.
I don't know how we're going to
do we are.
But that'll be good as well.
Yeah. Yeah. So when you've been making things, where have you got your ideas from?
Well, I bought some material that was shaped like a frog, and I was going to make a
Yeah.
frog-shaped bag.
Oh yeah.
But I was going to make a frog shape just like a bean bag. Yeah?
Ah, yeah.
But it didn't quite work out. And I think that's the thing with crafts.
Yeah.
Is that you don't always do it perfect, but you can always
Mm.
try again and do another one, and it'll be better.
Yeah.
And that's how
Yeah.
that's how I'm doing. I'm just thinking, what can I do with that? And then there's,
Yeah.
that one that's quite a bit bigger. But that was
Yeah.
inspiration from when I first started crafting. When I first, when I was first stopped working, I made
Yeah.
I had some brown material, and I made potato bags to put potatoes in
Yeah.
to stop them from going, going roots going. But I don't think they worked really. But the idea was good.
Yeah.
I wrote potatoes on the front.
Yeah. But that was like something that you did a long time ago, and
Yeah,
then carrying on with those things.
yeah,
So that idea of how when you're doing a craft, or the same applies for art, doesn't it? Of sometimes it might not go according to plan, and
no.
actually that can be tricky sometimes.
But sometimes like a painting, you can paint a painting and you think, oh, that's nice. And then you look at it next day and I don't like it. But you can paint over it and start again, can't you?
Yeah.
And it works then.
So the biggest problem, isn't it? Say like if a piece of art or craft doesn't go according to plan, is that
Giving up.
you might have to just do a bit more. And actually, if you like making art and crafts,
You do too much.
pardon, there's never too much.
No, but
No.
on a painting though, you can maybe do too much on it. But if you think that's it, I've finished, that's what you
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. So it's like that's enough for now.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
need to do anymore. But when I was
Yeah.
making the snowmen, I just got carried away because I had to put sand in the bottom and I had to find these white socks and I had to make scarves and I had to make hats and then do the faces. And then I thought, oh, I don't want to do anymore, but I had to finish them all because I
Mm.
started them all. And that's what you do with
Y-
everything, isn't it? With every
You
craft.
started so you finish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, my problem is now is because I've got arthritis in my hand, so sewing and knitting is not very good. But
Right.
I think it might get better, and I'll be
Mm.
able to do it now.
Yeah. How does the arthritis affect you maybe when you're knitting? What's the issue with it?
It just my finger ends get numb. I
Yeah.
think, in fact, not just with knitting. When
Yeah.
I'm taking tablets out of the packets, pushing the thing gives me my finger ends go numb. So maybe I've got to persevere with that, haven't I? I can't just
Mm.
say, oh no, it'll be all right. No, because I've got to take my tablets, haven't I?
Yeah.
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 So
Yeah. And how would you know, say, like if you're in a lot of pain and your fingers are numb, how would you know when to maybe rest your hands or whether to just keep going?
don't know really. You can't always know. You can't
Yeah.
always know. But I must admit my knees are worse at the moment, and I
Mm.
know I've got to do some more exercises, and that's going to be quite hard. But if I don't do exercises, I won't lose the weight, and then they might not do the operation. So you don't know, do
Mm.
you? And that's where
Yeah. So it's having
you're a bit of a quandary, really, what to do for the best.
yeah. So it's hard to do the exercise to be able to then be ready for the operation, but then having the operation would help you exercise.
Yeah, exactly. Just see.
Yeah.
Did he send a message?
So if somebody was to you know wanted to start making art and crafts now and they weren't sure what to do, how to get started, what advice would you give to them?
I would say slowly. Maybe you might be able
Okay.
to draw something what I'll drawing. I mean, my favourite animal that I always draw are elephants.
Yeah.
And I've got this now where a lot of the cards I've made have got elephants on. And I'll say,
Yeah.
elephants never forget your birthday. And I can remember 50 years ago,
Yeah.
every time I sent a birthday card, I'd draw a little elephant that said, elephants
Yeah.
never forget your birthday. So it's the same
Yeah.
sort of thing. Yeah.
So it's bringing that in, like having your like little trademark things that you might do
Yeah.
that brings your personality in.
In fact, I think there's quite a few things with elephants. Elephants never forget. Then
Oh yeah?
there's so you can always have elephants never forget, and then send a card like
Yeah.
that, or do pictures of it. Yeah,
Yeah. There's the one about like when you're facing a challenging thing, like how do you eat an elephant one bite at a time? Now, I've never eaten an elephant. Don't know about anybody else, but I've never really thought I'd try that advice and eat it one bite at a time. But if I was to start to do something like right now, I'm 8 weeks away from doing a 10K run,
yeah,
and I'm just doing like one little bit at a time. Same for you, for your exercise and things, like just one little bit at a time.
yeah. That would be quite good.
Yeah. And has there been any crafts where it's maybe started one way and then it's changed, or it's maybe not gone according to plan, or maybe something that you've made?
I'll tell you what I have done. Excuse me. I've washed bottles, jam jars
Yeah.
that are being covered in flowers, and I thought, oh, I can put sweets in it or something like that.
Well, yeah.
But we never did. We never finished them because we couldn't get the string to hold them up. But then,
Yeah, so it's having like a like, or like, I don't know, like sweets in it, or a candle with a
or a
thing on,
candle, yeah. But it's
string round.
but it's thinking, well, maybe I could do that again because I've still got loads of
Yeah.
bottles and jam jars and things like that.
Yeah. There's lots of ideas, isn't there?
I've always got
What
ideas.
would you be able to share with people about the mole that you made?
Oh yes, I made a mole. I made this mole and I thought I should have brought it downstairs because it's on the landing. But
Yeah.
perfect colour. But when I made it, it was so hard to sew with my hands. I couldn't get the legs and things right, and
Mm.
and it looked more like a tortoise. But I shall try again because I've still got some of the same colour material.
Because that's the thing, isn't it? Because when I look at it, I just like see how technical it is. Because actually, like with like when I'm making art, I'm not making like crafts so much. It's more like I would really struggle to make something that's an animal that has arms and legs attached and things like that. I think I would really struggle to like maybe don't have the patience for it particularly. And I know how much work it's gone into to do that. And I think what I think like you some of your ideas were about like the what are they called, like the door stops,
Oh
like with
right,
things in them, like the weighting in
yeah.
them.
And
Yeah,
somebody,
so that's part of the plan.
a neighbour was saying that she likes gonks, which is like
Oh
trumpet.
yeah.
And I've got all the material to make them, but just haven't done them. But I keep
Yeah.
thinking of all the ideas. I should draw them in a book, the ideas,
Yeah.
so that I know that what I'm going to do. Because I think I will,
Yeah.
you know, especially when I know
Yeah.
I have to lose weight and I've got to do some exercise. I've got to do more things. Otherwise, I won't get it
Mm.
done, will I?
And it's to feel healthier and happier, isn't it, ultimately?
Mm.
So I know that, like, so recently, like inside my Facebook group, I ran a challenge called Art Heals, and it was about using art for self-care and healing, self-expression. And I know that I like you joined in with that challenge, and there was some different images that you were making, different ideas that you were developing, and that was inside your sketchbook, wasn't it? So was there anything that you remember from that?
Well, I did the picture of like the scream. Is it the scream that the
Oh
artist?
yeah.
Oh, yeah. And I thought I had an ear infection at the time, and I thought that might just say what it is, but didn't really look that good. But I did do the big and BN.
So there was an activity, I'll explain this to everyone. There was an activity that was helping people to use art to regulate emotions, to either calm down or to energize. And it was quite a challenge because the activity was quite vague, big and small, fast and slow. So
I had the cat.
that can be interpreted anyway.
Yeah,
Say that again, Mum.
a cat and a mouse. Cat's fast and a big and small cat and mouse. But
Yeah,
and the insects I did. But
yeah.
just trying to think what I did.
But I remember you doing the one about your ear and the pain in your ear and feeling that actually you were in a lot of pain and expressing that. And I think that other people that were in the challenge that were posting pictures, there were other people that were expressing, like, because one of the themes was expression and expressing emotions.
Yeah,
And so actually with the intention being to express emotions, you captured that perfectly,
yeah,
rather than if the intention was to make a perfect piece of art to go on the wall, that you might not be as happy about that. You said it didn't look so good, like from your perspective. And of course, art is so subjective, isn't it? It's like some people like one piece, another person like another piece. So we've got these pictures here. So could you explain what's that one's about?
this this is manicure. Day 5 manicure use manicure. Oh, because I don't have moisturizer.
Yeah,
Exercise, so it's really making me feel a bit better. Not very good.
yeah. So day 5 was about feeling empowered.
Yeah, and I thought
And
if I
have you got a drink there?
yes,
I don't want you to be choking.
and the exercise, want to be able to do exercise. My bad knees won't let me,
Yeah,
but they
yeah,
will because when I meet up with family and then put some
yeah,
music on, I was
yeah,
one who gets up and dances all the time in the
yeah, that's true.
so that's
That's true.
important, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that's such a common thing, isn't it? That somebody might struggle to do something, whether it's exercise, whether it's art, whether it's reading, whether it's whatever it is, they might struggle to do that when they're by themselves, but then when they're with people,
So as you with
and
somebody, you start doing things. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, and you can feel inspired to do more of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. But I keep thinking I want to go on holiday. But you can't
Mm.
really go on holiday if you can't walk further than the end of the street because you're going to have to go for a long walk somewhere. Even in a theatre, you've got to walk down the stairs and things. So just got to get myself sorted out first.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, like different depending on where you choose to go, there might be a lot of walking on some holidays, or there might not be as much on another place.
But like
But it feels like,
even that bingo hall that's opened up that's huge.
oh yeah,
Walking through the building, I'd be lost because I wouldn't know where to walk to, and I'd have to
yeah,
make
because
sure there
it's so
was
big.
a toilet nearby because I won't be able to just go. You know, I lose my bearings. You see.
Yeah, Yeah, so if you're in a big space and then you aren't sure where to go, naturally, I'm the same. If I go hiking somewhere and I don't know where I'm going, I end up having to walk further because I've got lost. Or I come at, here's something that I probably would say that I do. Come out of a supermarket or and then can't find my car. And then it's like, where's my car? I mean, we've done that when we've gone shopping, haven't we? We're looking around and I'm looking for my car, and then I've said, you just wait by the entrance and I'll go and get my car and come and get you. Because rather than us walking extra distance. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's,
Yeah.
I mean, we go around shops and I'm all right walking around shops, but I know next day when I've been walking, doing lots of shopping, that my legs and knees hurt. So it just shows it's not just a matter of, you've got to be careful how you do it, but yeah. I need to get fitter.
So yeah, and it's having that balance, isn't it? So one of the podcasts, and this here's a link here. So one of the podcasts that I had on the show a couple of weeks ago was a man called Mark, who's a personal trainer. Now he works with people who are very much endurance athletes, like people that were doing like marathons and triathlons. And he talked to me about doing a 10K, getting back into walking and running. But he was talking about how he does help people who have had a break coming back to it. And he was basically saying the same mindset things happen whether you're, like you've had a knee operation, or you're waiting for a knee operation and you need to do something, or you've got a major injury, and which could apply for arthritis as well. Or whether you're training to do like an Ironman triathlon.
Yeah.
So
and
if you're watching this,
if you've done an Ironman competition, it's not going to stop you getting other illnesses when you've finished.
Yeah.
So you might come back from that and get appendicitis like my brother and nephew did.
Yeah.
I mean, he was fit and well going on this, but doesn't stop you getting something else, does it?
That's true.
Appendicitis. Yeah.
That's true. And that makes me think about how actually, how sometimes you can think that I'm really, really fit, I'm not going to get these things. So actually being grateful for what you can do, not what you can't. And I was saying that last year after my operation. Do you remember me saying, just every little thing that I'm doing, every time, like I went to the toilet and I rang you with joy telling you I'd been to the toilet, or I had had a shower by myself. And actually it's those little things that you can celebrate.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So right now, go on.
It's like when I need to have my hair cut. Shall I go and have my hair cut? No, I'm not going to have my hair cut. I want it to grow a bit longer. So
okay.
To wait a little bit. But
so, yeah. So do you mean like when you're at a length of your hair when it's starting to get a bit like you maybe want it cut, but really once it grows past it, you like it better?
Yeah. You just got to be patient with it.
Yeah. So just allow it to grow and be patient with where you're up to. Yeah. So this podcast has those 4 elements: pause, act, create, empower. How do you feel about sharing something about each of those words? So pause.
Just instead of keeping going all the time, occasionally just having time just to think for yourself. Just have a sit down and maybe read your book, but just sit quietly. You don't have to be always busy. And that to me is pause. You can always find something to do, but it's quite nice just to sit down, relax, and have a cup of tea. And
that just taking a moment, like in between doing something. Like before you start the next task, maybe.
What I tend to do is I tend to get up in the morning and wash up
Yeah.
straight away. Because if you
Yeah.
don't wash up straight away, it's my job I've always done since I was poorly in hospital.
Yeah.
And I come home and I get up in the morning and first thing I do is wash up while the kettle's boiling really.
Ah, yeah.
And then I think I've done now. I don't have to do anything else at all because I've done it all. Because main thing was
Yeah.
washing up. Then I can start
Yeah.
thinking what to do. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how you can pause. You can sit and
Yeah.
watch the centres.
And when you were working, so obviously you told everyone you were retired. When you were working, would you have had the same ideas about taking time to pause as you do now? Did you
Probably,
do
yeah.
that?
Yeah, I think you could do because there was enough people to do, you didn't have to do every single task.
Yeah.
It might be your turn to do something, but it wasn't always your turn to do that task, or you could
Mm,
be sat there talking and doing the vegetables for tea for 'em all, and everybody's together and all having a laugh and a joke about doing vegetables. That's
yeah.
important, having someone to talk to and chat about different vegetables and things. And
Yeah. So actually, like, not just doing the task as a task, but making it interesting.
They were all
Yeah.
people with learning disabilities, so they might be helping doing the vegetables, so you can show them how to do it
Yeah.
and they can do it, and that's how it's patient. They'd be happy because
Yeah.
they've done the vegetables. In fact,
Yeah.
today,
So that's kind of,
today,
yeah, bringing it in for like how it is now and
mm,
then.
well, today,
Yeah.
I went to have my blood test done, and I said to the nurse, I said, I can remember taking one of the clients to have blood taken, and she said to them, "Don't take all my blood." And we both laughed, and nurse laughed, and everybody laughed.
Yeah.
They might not be very clever, but they know how to make you laugh.
Yeah, everyone's different, aren't they? And the way that we like talk about people is so different, isn't it? So
Yeah.
we've got that taking time to pause and then act.
Act. Well, I usually say, well, I'm going to do so and so, and I usually do it. No matter
Yeah,
what I'm doing, I might not feel like going and doing something, but if I've started something, I'll finish it.
yeah. So do something even if you don't feel like it.
Yeah. And if you think it's rubbish, well, tough. I have to finish it
Yeah,
anyway. Yeah.
yeah. I think that's a good attitude.
Yeah.
So and then create.
Well, I've created jumpers and things, but I've always knitted all my life. So I've always knitted jumpers.
Yeah,
I think that's the
I think
hardest.
yeah.
It's the hardest bit of all is knitting because I can't knit all I want to do. You know what I mean?
Mm,
I can't. I
yeah,
can't think, oh, I can knit a jumper in a week. No, it might take 6 months now.
yeah. So that seems like maybe just combining those together, doesn't it? Of
Yeah,
being able to create, because we've been talking about crafts and creativity, so that feels like an easy one to talk about anyway.
yeah.
What about the word empower?
I think I'm empowered to do things. You know, I mean, I might say, I want you to do this, and somebody might say,
Yeah,
I don't want to do that, but I'll say, come on, I've got to do these doors. I've got to paint them all, and I can't take them
yeah,
off because they've got hinges on. That's my son, you see.
yeah,
Get him to take the doors off the wall, and then and then I can knit it. I can knit it.
yeah.
I can paint
You
it.
can paint it.
Yeah.
So it's being able to kind of like trust that you can do it with a bit of help. Like you might not be able to take the door off the hinges and things,
The thing
and
that I
then being
find,
able to ask for
I
help.
find that people think, well, you don't have to do that. You don't need to do another one. I do. I've got to
Yeah,
do them all now. I've started
yeah,
them and I've got to finish. So yeah,
yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, because you've been doing lots of painting recently, like decorating painting.
Yeah, I've painted.
Like loads. Every time I come round, you've got more.
I've painted 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 doors from upstairs, and the cupboard door wet boiler is. I've done one side, and the meter cupboard door I've painted that twice, and
Yeah,
I've got the archway to do now, really, because I don't
yeah.
like grey paint. And why don't I like grey paint?
I don't
Makes
know.
me
Why do you,
miserable. I think it
makes
looks,
you miserable?
yeah, it's a bit grey, 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 gloomy. Yeah,
Yeah, sometimes colour can really make a difference to your mood, can't it?
yeah, because if I paint it white, if I'm painting white, it looks a lot better. I feel
Mm,
better about it, sort of. So it's good.
yeah, and that's it, isn't it? You being able to choose. I think to me, being empowered is about having a choice and about being able to express yourself, sort of thing.
Yeah.
That's what I
I
think
mean,
about that.
sometimes I'll think, oh, I need to clean the kitchen, but I don't want to do that. I'm not
Mm,
interested. But
yeah,
but if somebody comes round to see me, I'll say, you can do that, and I'll make dinner and things like that. So
yeah.
it works out.
So sharing things around.
I
Yeah.
don't do much cooking anymore. I used to cook all the
Mm,
time. I think that's probably why.
yeah.
I'm not really into cooking.
Mm.
Mm.
You still do like quite a lot of the prep and everything, though, don't you?
Oh yeah, there, I do the prep, but it's not actually doing the cooking.
Yeah.
I think
So
sometimes
something that like we are gonna like wrap up soon, but something that I know that you're really interested in is books and reading, and actually like that's something that is a creative thing, especially like fiction novels and things.
yeah,
So are you reading anything in particular at the moment, or is there any particular style you like?
I'm trying to read. Let's talk about Kevin.
Ah, yeah. We need to talk about Kevin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm just getting to the part where Kevin's just done something, I think, but I don't quite
Mm,
understand. So it's taken me a lot to do. But my
yeah.
favourite author is Lesley Pierce, and I've got everyone from the start because when I was at work, people would say, "Have you read so and so?" And I'd say,
Yeah.
"Yes," and then they'd say, "Oh, I've got this. Have you got that?" And we'd swap over books. And Peter James was our favourite author because
Yeah.
he's most of his titles are things like "Simply Dead," "Dead," "Dead,"
Yeah.
"Dead to You," and things like that. And everyone, you sat there in suspense. And
Yeah.
that's what I liked about it.
Yeah. Because I know that that is something that you spend a lot of time reading, don't you? And I was thinking about you said about how you can do your crafts and you can do your knitting while you're watching TV, and it can be the same for somebody watching a film that they might have read the book and then seen the film, or they might listen to something on like audio,
Yeah.
like the audio version. So actually, I think there's something really important about sharing those other things
I
that
think
you
the
do.
thing is that I prefer to read the book and see a film after,
Right.
and then I seem to understand it more.
Yeah.
But then sometimes you can see it and think, "Oh, I didn't know that happened in the
Oh
book,"
yeah.
and that's quite
Yeah.
unusual.
Yeah, sometimes people say, "Oh, I preferred the book to the film," and other times people can see something happening in the film that makes the book a richer, more enjoyable experience.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
And some
okay.
television programs have got, um, you know, who killed Lydia and Dawn, and I couldn't put, I had to keep watching it because even though I didn't really want to watch a murder thing,
Yeah,
it's good. Yeah,
it's sort of captivating
It's
sort
not
of
like
intriguing.
it's not like I'm going to go and murder somebody. It's just that's how it is, isn't it?
No,
Mm.
no, you're not in like taking that kind of
But like,
inspiration.
you get these children who've been stabbed and things, and you think they've been watching
Mm,
television. So maybe,
yeah. Well, maybe that's another conversation. Maybe that's another conversation, isn't it? It's like we might have to have a part two where you coming on
maybe,
and we
yeah,
can reflect on some of those things of like the influence of the media and things
yeah.
like that. And yeah, that'd be interesting. So, do you have any sort of final thoughts or words of wisdom or anything like that that you'd like to share with, or anything that we just not talked about that you'd like to share with people that are listening or watching? I know it tends to get posted on YouTube as a video on like the podcast apps
Well, my
as
garden
well.
front is waiting for the skip to be moved, and because my son still thinks it's not full, he's not
Oh yeah.
ringing him up to come and get it. But it did take, he did manage to cut the thistle out of the border that I wanted to do, but I couldn't.
Oh, it's amazing.
Once the skip's gone, I can do my front garden because I do like
Oh
gardening. Well,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, fantastic. So this is me and Dorothy, daughter and mum, having a chat together about crafts, and hope you have enjoyed listening along and taking some inspiration from us and from the fact that you can be doing these things
anybody can do
regardless
it.
of
Anybody can do it.
anyone can do it. You don't need to be perfect. You could just do it a little bit at a time. Because actually these medical challenges are like really hard, aren't they? You've been through some stuff, and actually some other people might be going through something tough as well.
But when I'm in hospital, I don't sit there and go, oh, I can't stand waiting all this time, because I just reflect and think about it. You know,
Yeah,
some people, they get really bored very quickly, but I can just do nothing and be happy.
yeah.
You don't
I
have
think
to be
that
busy all the
no,
time.
you don't always have to be busy, do you?
No.
And there's lots of things that you can be doing.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you for listening, everyone. And let us know if there's any sort of thoughts that you've kind of come up with from this, or if there's any other topics that you want to hear me talking to guests about on a New Pace podcast. And we'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.